Golden Rule, the official sponsor of the Eagle Nation Coaches Show, is located at 606 South Church Street in Georgetown, Texas. Eats, drinks, unmatched atmosphere. Above all else, goodwill, friendship, and kind regard.
Now we're back here live at the Golden Rule, 606 South Church Street. Proud sponsor of your Eagle Baseball Coaches Show, back with Coach Jordon Vierra. The winning ways are going well during district. Friday night, tomorrow night, we have the Eagle Wildcats coming in. What do we expect on a Friday night tilt with the Wildcats tomorrow night?
Yeah, so I think we're going to get another good quality arm from them. They get a left-hander arm that we're expecting to see. Who we know that he can command fastball. He's got a pretty good breaking ball. He's in the strike zone a lot. And then we got our guys are ready to rock and roll. So, it's always going to go back to three key factors, right? Are we going to put the ball in play and be able to get on first base? Are we going to throw a ton of strikes? And are we going to be able to play quality defense? And if we continue to do what we keep doing well, we feel like we got a pretty good shot of being able to do that. So we're excited about the opportunity. Tomorrow night is elementary school night for all GISD elementary schools to be able to wear their Eagle shirt, their elementary shirt, and be able to get into the ballpark for free tomorrow night. So we're excited about having a bunch of future Eagles at the ballpark tomorrow night, running around and getting that done. So it should be a fun night. I believe they have LED boomsticks to be able to bang together for the little ones to be able to create a little ruckus in the stands. It's going to get loud. We got the super fan already itching over there, ready to rock and roll. So it's going to be a fun night at Eagle Field tomorrow night, and we're excited about being able to strap up and get after it.
What kind of advantage does this crowd bring to this team? When we come home each week, it seems like a great crowd turns out. One, besides the fact we have a beautiful cover at a beautiful field, so people can enjoy some shade and enjoy a beautiful night of baseball. How big does that play into it, that we have a great crowd that travels with this team and shows out every home game, especially to support these kids?
It's special for the kids, right? Like when people are showing up and they're putting their butt in their seat and they're getting loud and they're generating an atmosphere for the guys to play in. It's obvious that they feed off of that, and it's obvious that the opponents sometimes feel the pressure from that. And so for having a big sea of blue to come up and show up and be loud, and for the student section to begin to get raucous and start to create an atmosphere, it makes it a whole lot more fun to be in front of for our guys. Our guys thrive off of it. They live off of it. They enjoy the loudness and the attention from that. And so the more that we can put more butts in seats and the louder those butts can get, the better it's going to be for everybody at Eagle Field.
So tomorrow night, 7 o'clock first pitch, elementary night. So all you elementary families, bring the kids out. Wear your Eagle shirt. You get in free. These boomsticks. I can't wait to hear it on the crowd mic. We love running the crowd mic up there right behind home plate. But the noise, the chatter you get from the dugouts between the two teams, the way these fans get going, it is a part of the game that we just love to be a part of and hear. And so come out tomorrow night live at Eagle Field at Georgetown High School. 6:45, we'll have the game live on the pregame, 7 o'clock first pitch, as the Eagles look to try to stay undefeated in District 23 play. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll kick Coach Vieira out of here, and we'll bring up Talon Ball and visit with him live here on the Eagle Baseball Coaches Show, live from the Golden Rule, 606 South Church Street. We'll be right back. Back here live at the Golden Rule, 606 South Church Street. And we're visiting with the junior second baseman, Talon Ball, the super elite wrestler representing Georgetown High School. Talon, thanks for joining us tonight. Coach asked me after the Elgin game the other night, I said, hey, let's make this simple for the coaches show. Kyle Ropolo, Talon Ball, the first person that allowed me to have my home run call on the air this year. I missed the other home runs for the team. You're second of the year. Dynamite comes in small packages, the Mighty Mite, different names that in ways that people describe you. Walk us through that. That was a bomb the other night in Elgin. I think Mr. Cloudis, the left fielder, was kind of surprised as he looked up and then turned around and just ran to the wall and said goodbye. Walk us through that big bomb you hit. A key bomb, really, if you talk about it. Those two runs separate that game back out to a 4-run lead when Elgin was trying to make a push there at the end. So a big key hit for you. 3 RBIs on the night. How'd it feel when you hit that ball? Did you know it was gone immediately?
I did actually. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I don't know. I wasn't really expecting it, but when I did hit it, I felt that I hit it pretty well. So
a ground ball productive at bat in an earlier bat in the ball game to score a run. So 3 big RBIs on the night, 3 of the 6 for the team, bringing in 3 runs. Big night for you. 1 at the plate in a productive night with that. When you hit a home run, what goes through your mind now as you get ready for tomorrow night's ball game to not be swinging for that home run, but just waiting for that pitch? How do you stay focused in that to just make a good contact and not make that become something that you try to do constantly?
yeah, I mean, after the first home run, I got to talk of just let it happen. It's gonna happen again. Don't really expect it. So I just kind of let it go, and it was a cool thing. And now I just go on and stay with my plan and try to hit the ball different spots.
We look at the district batting averages. I pulled up the game changer here tonight, and we look at the batting average you have for the season as a whole is a .312 batting average. But then let's cut it out and go to 5 games of district, and it has you at .636 batting average, leading this team through district play. And you talk about just letting it happen. They talk about it. It'll come. Trust your swing. 11 official at-bats, 7 hits on that, a couple of doubles, some singles, and a home run. 10 RBIs in district play. How big is that? You notice typically we see you in the anywhere from 6 to 9 spot in the lineup, but being productive and getting it back to the top of the lineup, but yet scoring those runs when the opportunities are there. How much fun are you having in this 5-0 run through district right now?
It's actually pretty exciting. I mean, baseball is just kind of like my fun sport that I get to play, and it's just rolling on, having a good time right now. So, I mean, being able to execute when I need to, it just makes it even better. It's pretty nice.
You guys as a team came into district with the losing record after a tough non-district. How are things going between the players off the field as you guys go to practice each day? You're spending time in the locker room and in the dugout. How are you guys coming together as a team as this thing has turned and this 5-game run is going through district? How was that bond built, and how is this team coming together to answer those questions? A lot of people, hey, what's going on with Georgetown? We played a tough non-district schedule for a reason. Coach does that every year to this team, and you guys have responded now in district. How is the team affected through that, and how are you guys coming together?
It's getting pretty well. I mean, we obviously play some pretty tough teams, but, I mean, we won some pretty tough games too, so we took the good and what happened to it and knew that, we're probably not going to get that level of competition in district, at least for the first part. So we knew that if we just play our own game and don't really play down to the level, we're going to be just fine. And, I mean, we've been hanging out, listening to some pretty good music. Shout out to Ropey for the music. I mean, he's got us rolling in the locker room right now, and we're just having a good time in there.
Now, you talk about baseball, that sport. We know Coach Vierra let the cat out of the bag on this elite team. In wrestling. Talk us about wrestling, another sport that you obviously excel in. Made it to state this year as a junior. How much? Where do you tie any of that together, or how did you pick those 2 sports, wrestling and baseball?
Well, I mean, I played baseball since since I can remember, I guess, since I can walk probably. And then I did jiu-jitsu along with that, and used to live in Arkansas. Coming to Texas, getting closer to high school, we didn't have jiu-jitsu obviously in high school, and my brother started wrestling in high school, so I thought those correlate pretty well. So I started doing that and just kept playing baseball whenever I could, and having fun. So, I mean, that's basically how I went, just playing ever since I was born and doing a sport I can play in high school for wrestling.
How demanding is it? How demanding is it of your time to be a two-sport athlete here at Georgetown? Knowing wrestling going, baseball going, how much of your time does that take? Knowing you've still got your classes to go to, the student athlete part of that student part is very important. It's always emphasized by these coaches here. How is that in that kind of a lifestyle, trying to keep up with both sports and the workouts and the activities and the games and competitions?
It's quite a bit, to be honest. Usually we have morning practice for wrestling, get it over with, and then got to stay focused for school and make sure you're getting your work done, and then go into baseball practice whenever you can, and if not, it's wrestling practice. So just kind of finding space whenever you got your free time to, recollect yourself and then get your work done, and if not, go at early school when you can and get your work done there. So.
How did wrestling end this year for you? I know several of you guys went to state. How did you finish personally?
I got third. That was definitely a goal of mine to place. I past 2 years I made the state, but didn't place. Had a pretty tough spot in the bracket, but placing was even anywhere on the placing podium was my goal, and third was just awesome. I was pretty stoked, and the fact that I had other guys there that also were kicking butt was really awesome. So it was a lot of fun.
How does that motivate you for your senior year next year to try to chase maybe a state title?
Oh yeah, it's going. It's gonna happen. I mean, it's all I can say. It's gonna happen.
Baseball now it's in full swing in district here. You guys on this run. How much fun are you having on the baseball diamond? It's kind of anchored in now at the second base position, swinging a hot bat in district play at .636 batting average in district, 10 RBIs, making a noise on the offensive side as well as the defensive out there at second base. How much fun are you having now that things are on the up and up for baseball?
It's great. I mean, usually, wrestling's year-round, so this is kind of like my break for wrestling. But, I mean, the fact that we're just killing it just makes it like 10 times better. Just having fun. Most of the guys are pretty awesome, too, so it's a lot of fun.
Between the wrestling coach and the baseball coach, I'm not going to ask you that question. Coach Vierra is sitting here, so I don't want you to have to lie or anything.
Yeah, that'd be a bad deal.
Before I let you go, any shout-outs tonight?
Kyle Ropolo, that's the man right there. He gets me motivated every day coming in, and he gets the job done on the field, too. So that's just how it goes. Kyle's the man.
Talon Ball, your junior second baseman. He wears number 20 on the field, but doing a job leading his team offensively through district, and one of the players for this Eagle baseball team that is making some noise here in District 23 play. Talon, thanks for joining us tonight. We'll take a quick break. We're going to come back with Kyle Ropolo, the most mispronounced name on this Eagle baseball team. More Eagle Nation Coaches Show in just a moment. Back here live at the Golden Rule, 606 South Church Street, host of your Eagle Baseball Coaches Show. So far, we visited with Coach Vierra and Talon Ball, and now the most mispronounced name on this baseball team joins us now, Kyle Ropolo, and I was one of the ones that mispronounced it probably the most last year and the start of this year. I keep popping out of the dugout. It's like the booth, someone please tell me how to Ropolo. So now I've written it different. It's spelled so wrong, but it's said so right now. But Elgin having a fun time trying to pronounce it the other night as well. Kyle joins us, and I tell you what, visions of, and this name will resonate with a lot of baseball fans here in Georgetown, visions of Wade Denton pop in my head. When you come out of that bullpen, it also takes me back to the dads will remember this movie, Major League, when Wild Thing, Vaughn comes out of the dugout. It was like you looked forward to it, but not always the best outcome. Now we look forward to that when we see you come out because great things are happening. You have thrown 10, I can't even, I have to pull up, I've got them all separated because I wanted to. It's unbelievable. On the year, a 0 ERA. You've only allowed 2 hits in all your appearances coming in relief. It just, I talked to Coach about that one night, is Wade Denton just had this ability. If he came in an inning or he came in a game like Rouse and pitched 7 or 8 innings in a 12-inning ball game, you just felt confident when he was on the mound and the ball was in his hand. How much fun are you having on the mound this year? You seem so locked in to be throwing that ball and just controlling hitters at the plate.
I'm having a lot of fun. Last year not playing a whole lot just built up even more excitement for me to get on the mound this year. So
you have a ring.
I do.
A piece of jewelry. Coach seems to have it there tonight on his hand. He's really fond of it as well. And this gold medal thing. How much fun in a year like that where you didn't get to play a lot, but a key part of this team, what does that experience from last year allow you to be as a leader this year on this team as one of the seniors that now is being looked at as a go-to guy to come out of that bullpen and get the ball in your hand knowing that there's complete confidence from your coaching staff that you're going to go in and shut this down?
It showed me like what needs to happen because those guys, they got out there, they got it done. So it showed me that I need to follow in their footsteps, get it done, and be a leader on the field and off.
Coming into district play the other night, you come out of the bullpen, and I get so afraid of calling out certain stats, and you just don't talk about them in baseball. You don't want to say, man, he hasn't walked anyone on the year, and I don't want to be that person. Then he walks someone. You just seem to be so locked in. It doesn't matter what I've said. It doesn't matter what people seem to think. You go out there, and you just seem to be in complete control of your pitches on the mound. How much work went in this summer and in this season to put you in that position to be kind of that guy that Coach goes to?
A lot of work. I worked my tail off the past 4 years.
Is it what you expected it to be as you got to your senior year, knowing that you're going to be one of those seniors that gets called upon?
I was really shooting for it, and so I'm very happy that I secured the role.
Last year we talked to Nolan Johndal after that Marble Falls game, and he talked about how he was normally in all this travel ball that you guys play in these days, year-round baseball as you work on your craft, usually a starting pitcher, but his role on that team last year, a reliever. But yet the work had to continue, and now Nolan in that position now as he's called as one of these starters for this Eagle team. Now you're called as one of these guys out of that bullpen to go in and control it. How has that affected your preparation at all in the way you might see it in the summer and your travel team, or you might see it here in your role with this Eagle team?
I've always been kind of a relief pitcher, so I'm kind of used to it, throwing like fast bullpens so I can get in fast and all that stuff, but yeah.
So now this new release and information tonight from Talent about controlling the music, hyping the guys. Talk to us about this, the dugout person that seems to be the hype man, but yet when it comes time to go warm up, then it's locked in man. What's it like here running that bullpen lifestyle?
I like to have a lot of fun, but when it's time to get to business, time to work, so I can flip it pretty well.
The seniors on this team, a lot different this year than it seemed like 15 or 16 last year. You guys step up with Brady Peters, and you talked about it, not getting a lot of time last year. Brady Peters, one of the seniors. Nolan Johndal, one of these seniors. Eli Hellman was one of the only ones that really saw a lot of field time of you seniors. But you guys coming in now, what's the challenge to lead this team and be the leaders on this team with a lot of youth on it now after a lot of senior-heavy squad last year? How is the challenge for you seniors to be the leaders to direct this team as you guys continue on?
It's really just to, meet the standard, like V was talking about. Like, the standard, the bar has been raised, and we need to meet it. And so that's kind of been, our goal this season.
How did you guys keep from getting frustrated through the non-district time, knowing you're playing some great teams and knowing you guys battled against some great teams and won some great games. I mean, the one that stuck out to me, I was talking to a broadcast team out of Rockwall Heath talking about Smithson Valley. Smithson Valley wanted to play Georgetown, and Smithson Valley's ranked number 2 in the Texas High School Baseball website, and you guys beat Smithson Valley. How did you guys keep from getting disappointed or frustrated coming into district, and now this turn has come, and now 5-0 a district, 10-10-1 on the year? How did you guys keep that mindset locked in to not get down on yourselves and let that drag you down?
Like we knew that the tournament season was going to be probably the hardest 3 weeks of the year until playoffs, and so we were pretty prepared whenever district came around for us to start, play how we've been playing against these good teams. So when we play teams that aren't as good, we could still, get to work. Yeah.
Now, as you go through the year, I've got to bring up the numbers because these are just fun to talk about. In district alone, you've gone just 3 2/3 innings. You've allowed in-district play. You have your 1 save out of 1 save opportunity. You've only allowed 1 hit. You've struck out 4. You've hit 1 batter. That's okay. Occasionally someone needs that. You've stranded 5 base runners. So sometimes you come in off of that, out of the bullpen with runners in scoring position, runners on base. What does that challenge you as a reliever to come in and not let those guys come in?
I don't really know. I don't go in like nervous or anything. Like I know that I got to go out there and do my job. And if I start thinking too much about letting these runners in and letting them score, I end up like trying to overthrow it. And so I just go in and fill up the zone.
How much fun is it when you hear that number? Hey, Kyle, or Rope, or 14, or Yo, or you, whatever he says, we don't know. It's secret in that dugout. When your number's called, hey, hit the warm-up, let's do this, what goes through your mind?
I'm just excited. It's just an exciting time. Happy to play.
10.1, 10 1/3 innings on the year, 7 games you've appeared in. You've faced 36 batters. You've allowed 3 hits in 36 batters. Your batting average against is unbelievably high at .086. I think your batting average against is better than a lot of major league pitchers that debuted today, and some of the runs that were scored, especially against like the Philadelphia Phillies and the Rangers. Do you challenge yourself? Do you want to be that top pitcher? Do you want to be that guy that locks it down? How do you stay motivated that, hey, tomorrow night I'm ready to go? If coach says, hey, Kyle, hit it, let's go. How do you stay locked in? How does your mindset stay focused? Knowing you want to have fun in the bullpen, keep it lighthearted. The chatter with you guys in that bullpen is awesome to hear. When we have our crowd mic going, we have more fun. There's multiple games we're laughing on the air at some of the talk going in that bullpen that comes, or that dugout that comes across that crowd mic. How do you stay locked in knowing I'm going to have fun, I'm going to keep my team going, but when it's go time, and I'm locked in, ready to go?
I've set the bar for myself, really. So really every time I go out there, I'm just competing with myself. And so I know that I just got to keep the standard that I've set for myself, and I think I've done a decent job at it.
Ready for tomorrow night?
Yes, sir.
Another game against these Elgin Wildcats. Every team you beat in the first game, you know they're coming back. They want revenge in game 2. It's a turnaround, short turnaround. They're ready to face you again. You guys have the G on your chest and the bullseye on your back, 5-0 alone, the top of the district standings. Shout-outs before I let you go.
Nolan Jondal, my mom and dad. I told Reese Herrera I'd give him one. And who else? Jared Frimmel.
Jared in the house tonight with us. So Kyle Ropolo wears number 14. It's for all of you other teams that we will face tonight, this week, and this next week coming up. Kyle Ropolo. Please do not disrespect that name again. I've done it too many times. We got to get it straightened out. I try to tell them before they go on air, but I didn't catch them last night at Elgin, so we'll have our home-friendly broadcast going this week. Kyle, congrats to you. Keep throwing the ball. It's fun to watch. It's just I'm afraid we're going to have to get some theme music coming out of the dugout. Next time Coach comes out and I seen 14 warming up, we're going to hit the Wild Thing stuff. We got to do something to get this party rocking for Kyle Ropolo. Thanks for joining us tonight, Kyle Ropolo. We will take a quick timeout. More Eagle Baseball Coach Show in just a minute from the Golden Rule. 606 South Church Street, live at the Golden Rule, proud sponsor of your Eagle Baseball Coaches Show each and every week. Changing the time and everything next week. We'll play tomorrow night. Elgin Wildcats coming to town next Tuesday, the 4th. We will be at home to take on the Hendrickson Hawks. Wednesday night, we'll have the Coaches Show back here at the Golden Rule next Wednesday night, because Thursday night, due to Good Friday, we will play on the road at Hendrickson before the long Easter weekend. And so we will get those links and tweets out in time. But next week will be a jam-packed Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for this team before they turn it around and enjoy a nice Easter weekend before the season continues. A lot of parity in this District 23 right now.
Yeah.
I looked at it the other night after we got back from Elgin, and Eastview doing battle. It speaks greatly what Coach Pullen's doing over at Eastview High School and what Georgetown ISD as a whole is doing. Talk about Coach Dean, this award he got recognized. It's awesome to see just how much in all of the sports in Georgetown ISD that are affected in winning ways right now. But then the leadership that Jason Dean provides in that award, he just got as, I guess, director of Region 6 recognized.
Yeah, no, it's super awesome to have a guy like Coach Dean at the helm of our school district, representing our athletics. He does a phenomenal job of not only leading the programs that we have, providing the guidance that is necessary for those roles, but also being a mentor to plenty of coaches. He's always there to lend a listening ear and throw some quality advice at you whenever things are going on. And just couldn't be more proud of having him as our athletic director in Georgetown, and what he's meant to Georgetown High School as the head football coach, and what he brought to the football program, and the legacy that he left and created there. And now for him to be over at Hammerland and leading the entire school district, it's been really fun to see the things that he's been able to put in place and things that he's been able to accomplish for us to allow our athletic programs at both Georgetown and the other school in town to be able to continue to grow as they need to.
You look at the parity in District 23, it's high school baseball fully underway in district play, but a big upset the other night. It seemed like an upset. Pflugerville upsetting Hendrickson, bringing the pack back together. 3-2, a couple of teams. 2-3, a couple of teams. But more importantly, the top, you see that Georgetown Eagle team at 5-0. How important is it this team to keep rolling and keep producing like they are?
Yeah, it goes back to what we constantly talk about. If we can get to first base and we can get the opportune hits when we need to, if we can throw strikes and we can play quality defense, it allows us to be in a position to be able to control the outcome. Wins and losses take care of themselves. It's not something we're constantly talking about. We don't talk about winning. We don't talk about losing. Those things take care of themselves. What we constantly talk about is the process. Being involved in the process, being able to execute pitches. We need to execute pitches, pick it up, throw it to first base. We need to catch it and get the ball where it needs to go. And then the wins and losses take care of themselves. I think that if we allow ourselves to get bogged down with what the record is of, we got to win, and you put the emphasis on winning and losing, then the trees get in the way of the forest. And so ultimately our goal is to take it one pitch at a time. And so I think that our guys have really done a great job of buying into that. You talk about the dugout chatter and you talk about things like that of what our dugout's able to do, and the emphasis they're able to put on staying locked into the moment. It's been huge for the success that we've had. And so for us to continue to stay on a roll obviously is important, but to just continue to control what we can control is the most important thing.
Seems like this team, as I was looking at the stats, talking to Talon and Kyle, was this team seems to be running a lot in district play. A lot of opportunities to get the base runners in motion, create opportunities on base hits. Talon with you get these, put pressure. It seems to be putting pressure on the other teams and their defense. How is that? Is it a different mindset from last year? Or is it seems like some of the best speed we ever saw was last year. You have Andon Petty. You have these kids that were just flying around the base pass. But this year it's like it seems to be a group effort. A lot of players taking chances, running, and putting this team in motion to put pressure on the defense.
Yeah, I think the one thing that this group does well is they run the bases well. They when they get on first base, they're a threat to be able to go at any point in time. And base running is something that as a club we've decided that is going to be important to us. You can't touch home if you don't touch first, second, third, first. And the faster that you can get to second, the faster that you can get to third, the faster that you get home. And so for our guys to be able to steal bags and to be able to apply that pressure, it does a number of things for us offensively. When we start talking about offense, it's not just hitting, right? Offense is the ability to touch home plate more than the other guys do. And so we're constantly working on being able to steal bags. We got plenty of guys that we think can run. that we think are intelligent enough to be able to steal bags, and so we're constantly trying to find different ways to be able to apply that pressure, and these guys have done a great job of that so far, and we're going to keep trying to keep the foot on the gas.
Tomorrow night, the Elgin Wildcats coming to Georgetown High School to take on your Eagles in Game 2 of the head-to-head series. We expect another good showing from Elgin. They like to swing the bat. They have some athletes on that team, and we expect their best effort. Our starting pitcher tomorrow night, you'll find out when we get to the starting lineups tomorrow night live on SHN, and when the broadcaster Chris Petty puts them out over the PA. That's the one thing I love about this team and love about your style is you'll worry about who you face when you face them, and you see them warming up, and that's going to worry about itself. And these kids always seem to be ready to go and get ready each and every week in each and every game to get up and perform for you guys. 6:45 pregame. We'll be live tomorrow night, 7 o'clock first pitch, elementary night.
Yeah.
And the rules again, wear your Eagle shirt.
Elementary school shirt.
Elementary school shirt. It's like an Eagle shirt. Should be blue.
Yeah.
Whatever, but
Yeah,
be
indeed.
loud.
Never.
And come some
Boomsticks. LED light-up boomsticks. Who doesn't like a LED boomstick?
I'm hoping someone throws one up into the booth for me tomorrow night.
Just hope it's for the right reasons. Just hope they're throwing it for the right reasons.
So come join us tomorrow night.
One
Should be a beautiful night.
Party foul.
Should be a beautiful night for high school baseball out of Georgetown High School, Eagle Field. Join us live there. Your normal saying, come early.
Show up, be loud, wear blue.
Every time. We're going to
Come on.
try to do it and move to 6-0 on district play. Thanks for joining us tonight live here from the Eagle Nation Coaches Show. Any shout-outs before I let you go? Last week it was an important one. It was your mom's birthday.
Yeah.
Anything major this week?
I mean, my beautiful wife's here. Man, that's pretty major.
It's a win for us all.
The real MVP of everything that's going on, the single mom award right now. She's just wearing it and wearing it like a champ. So, Macy, love you, babe. You're doing great.
Great to see the family out here. Thanks for everyone for joining us live. One of these weeks, we can't tell you when, but we are going to have a special guest, and his name is Chad Payne. We are going to sucker him out here.
Good luck.
I'm working on him every week.
I do have one other big shout-out. So
Yeah.
the heartbeat of Georgetown baseball isn't who you think it is most of the time. It's not a coach. It's not a player. It is the one and only, the infamous, the rally starter himself, the guy that tips his hat to the crowd, has a couple too many hip thrusts from time to time, Jared Frimmel. The Frim Dog is the man. And we wouldn't be Georgetown baseball without that dude right there. Frimmy, I love you, man. Yeah.
I tell you what, more and more every home game, when the national anthem starts, it is the most beautiful rendition I ever hear each and every week when Jared just sings it from his heart.
He really goes after that high note at the end, too.
It is beautiful. I tell you what, if that doesn't make you love Georgetown baseball, I don't know what will, because it is he is the heartbeat of this program. It is fun to watch him each and every night. And he's out there more than most fans, more than most athletes, more
He's
than
at every
most coaches.
practice. He's at every game. Dude doesn't miss.
That guy is a major piece of this Georgetown team. So glad to see him out here tonight. Jared, thanks for being here live on the Eagle Baseball Coaches Show. Tomorrow night, join us live out at Eagle Field to watch these Eagles continue on in district play against the Elgin Wildcats. If you can't be there, 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock first pitch here on SHN. I'll be here with the call of the ball game, and then we'll enjoy a weekend off, and then a busy week next week with the Hendrickson Hawks, and then an Easter break for your boys. Thanks for joining us live tonight here from the Golden Rule, proud sponsors of your Eagle Baseball Coaches Show, 606 South Church Street. Thanks to all the staff and the workers here at the Golden Rule. They make it the best experience each and every week, and for their support, we appreciate everything they do. Coach,
Amen.
Thanks
Thank you,
for
Wally.
another good week. We'll see
Appreciate
you
you.
tomorrow night live at the field. Thanks for joining us tonight. Remember, it doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. Have a good night, everyone.
The Golden Rule, the official sponsor of the Eagle Nation Coaches Show, is located at 606 South Church Street in Georgetown, Texas. Eats, drinks, unmatched atmosphere. Above all else, goodwill, friendship, and kind regard.